Welcome back. Well, for the market is just about consolidating. There's some recovery which has taken place for the mid-cap index, which is just about flattened out, but nothing much to write home about. Still just about flat at this point in time. But let's talk about one particular company, Aurobindo, in what is our Insight Edge segment, where we do have some important takeaways from the management interview earlier this morning, where they did mention that Zentiva is that European company which they are possibly in talks to, look at in terms of an acquisition. It's worth around $5 to $5.5 billion in terms of valuation. The company did say that Zentiva does fit into the company's scheme of business, but leverage is not a big issue when it comes to financing. They are generating around $100 million of cash every quarter. They have $140 million net cash on their books at this point in time, and the cash is only expected to grow. Bankers seem to be happy with their balance sheet, and hence taking on further leverage for a size of this acquisition, for an acquisition of this size, is not something that Aurobindo is concerned about. Now, separately, they have three guiding principles when it comes to an acquisition, and that's going to determine whether they would go ahead with it or not. Doesn't matter what the size is. EV to EBITDA multiple should be in close to, or should be ideally in single digits, EPS accretion, as well as synergies. A couple of other important points from the company: Eugia Plant 3, where there is an official action indicated status. They've invited the US FDA for a re-inspection. The US facility, which did receive an OAI as well, could begin supplies by Q2, Q3. That is based on regulatory approval. And Q3, the company will demonstrate good numbers when it comes to the PenG facility, which is expected to then scale up and possibly move more towards break-even. Let's listen in to the management of Aurobindo.
Given the clarification to the stock exchange yesterday, it's in the too premature stage and it's very difficult to talk about it. Having said that, we are a global company having major presence in US and Europe, and certainly this asset being placed in Europe, it does fit into our scheme of things. Today, as on date, there is no leverage at all, and we are having an overall cash of around 140, and certainly this cash is expected to go up, and any acquisition will look into the multiples, EBITDA multiples, and whether it is a EPS accretive or whether synergies are there. All these factors we'll take into account, and then we will do that. See, whenever we talk about any business or target, etc., we enter into confidentiality agreement. So I'm not supposed to talk about the numbers. I think, as you said, it is very premature. Maybe it may take another 2 months' time.
Okay, those were some insights that were coming in from the management of Aurobindo Pharma as well. But on that note, we're going to slip into a very short break. We'll get you more on the markets after the break.